A new day, a new project. Well, nothing spectacular today, but just a small talk about filters and about, how can I say, some improvements we can very easy do to our Helium gateways and miners and so on. So, what I found, I'm building filters and they are very good, good results, and all the filters I'm building, they have the right connectors for the right hotspots, so there is no adapters and stuff, to avoid any kind of losses. So usually I'm using this kind of filter. This is Apple's 3717. Let me take a look. Okay, so these filters are centered to 866.5 megahertz, and this is the losing maximum 2.1 to 2.9 dB. Well, it's not like that. I did, and I'm doing myself a lot of filters, and I barely reached 2.18, I think, some of them. Okay, so this is the classic one. Let's call it classic. And we all have this kind of filters in all the miners. And that's the schematic. It's even here. Some of the miners have two filters. One in here from antenna before the low noise amplifier, and another one from the low noise amplifier to the other stuff, My idea is these filters, they have losses, of course, but we can have as less as possible. What? Yes, because what I found, even they are, they are made with the same technology, but there are slightly difference between filters. So I may say that I've been checked more than 100 filters, parts itself, those little guys, these little guys. And I found differences like maybe 0.5, 0.6 dB. I didn't pay attention until now, but suddenly it came into my mind about this because I saw this kind of filter. And this one is from Qualcomm, and it's the filter the Heltec is using in their lower loose filter. And this is really amazing. Well, of course, it's very small. It's a mess to work with this guy, but it's not impossible. So we are talking of fraction of millimeter here. It's damn crazy, but anyway, it's worth it. And look here, 1.8 typical in 865 to 868, exactly where we need it, and not more than 3.5 of the rest of the band. So 1.8, and yes, 1.8, even less. I have confirmation that some other guys, they measured 1.5 loose, is this filter right here. And this one have 1.8. So yes, it's true. So it was just crossing my mind, ordering a filter like this and replace these ones here. This one and this one. Of course, Heltec, because I have a couple of Heltecs, doesn't have this filter. RX1 is not here, but RX2 is here. So if you gain like 0.6, 0.7, something like this, let's say typically Qualcomm or TDK, typically filter like this have around 2.5. From my experience, even 2.8. So you'll never know what kind of filter do you have in your miner. But if you consider an improvement of 0.5, 0.6 dB, this is huge. And it's after the LNA, and goes straight to the other circuits. So I think it's a great idea. And the numbers are are saying that. You see, this was my first filter here. Very simple. It was just experimental. And I still have the numbers there. So we have like, it's 5.52 minus 3.16. So that one was 2.37 dB loose. I found this kind of filters. You see the little guy in here with, like I said, 2.1. So the difference, it's like 0.5, you know. So it's really worth the effort, even with a selected classic, let's call it, filter like that. Oh yes, and before anything else, let me show you something. I'm not sure if it's working or not, but anyway, I found this cavity filter with 69 euros. With free shipping, I will give a try. This is not a reclama, you know, but I'm a little bit concerned about the losses here, less than 1.4 dB. And if we check the numbers here in this area, where is that? So between 853 and 880, it's minus 1.08. This is great. I think it's worth a try. If any one of you did that already, please let us know. Well, it's looking good, you know. It's really hard to build a cavity filter because inside here everything is based on resonation, you know. It's like an acoustic instrument. It have to be really nice tuned to have that perfect Stradivarius sound. Okay, so that was all for today. I hope it's useful. It's just an idea. Some other filters I'm doing. And by the way, this is for my TS100 soldering iron LCD replacement. I'm very successful with this kind of doing-yourself filters. They are working really great. And here is a kind of compare. Even this one, it's tiny, but you should see the other one, you know, the Qualcomm. Oh my God. This one, it's impossible, you know, it's almost impossible to work with, but with a little bit of caution and a microscope, of course, you can do it. Okay, so that's it for today. If you need a good filter, just let me know. You have my email address at the end of the video, and wish you well, good mining, and don't forget to have fun. Bye bye.